Kendall Outlaw says something out of pocket. He said even Thriller had a terrible song, Baby Be Mine. Baby Be Mine is my favorite Michael Jackson song.
It is.
It's my personal favorite Michael Jackson song. Yeah, Baby Be Mine is not a terrible song. I don't know what you're listening to. It might not be a hit. Yes, it's the only song on there that wasn't a single or a standout, but Baby Be Mine is a dope song. Come on now.
It
What are
is.
we doing here? Baby Be Mine's a terrible song. You know, speaking of Michael Jackson,
Very
and I don't want to
disrespectful.
jump around too much, man. I was listening,
Disrespectful.
very disrespectful. I was listening to Dangerous today, man. I don't care what anybody says.
It's a
Dangerous is a
good album.
better album than Bad.
Then bad?
It is.
No, Mike.
It's a better
No.
produced album and everything.
It's not better than
Bad
bad.
got the hits. I will give Bad that. Bad got the hits, but
Mike, Dangerous?
Dangerous is a better album than Bad in the
With
end.
Jam? Are we talking about with Jam and Keep It in the Closet?
Keep It
And
in the
Remember
Closet
the
was
Time?
dope. I'm not a big Jam fan, but
Remember the Time is dope, Mike.
Remember the Time is dope.
I'm
Keep It in the
beautiful.
Closet is dope. Why You Want to Trip on Me is dope.
Why You Want to Trip on Me is better than Keep It in the Closet.
I don't know about that.
In my opinion. I wasn't that big on Keep It in the Closet like that.
It was a dope record.
Jam is Mike on his stadium flow, low key. It's his hip hop stadium flow. I like
And
that
then
he
he was
tried.
able to do Heal the World on there. He was able to do Keep
Heal
the
the World,
Faith on there. He
Heal the
was
World on there.
Yeah, Heal the World's on there. Keep the Faith is on there. Black or White's on there.
I
And
don't know,
oh,
Mike.
the Free Willy song is on there. Will You Be There is on there.
Dirty Diana, Mike.
Dirty Diana's my favorite song on Bad.
Mike, Liberian Girl.
Those you naming my two favorite songs on the
Mike,
album.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
It's an okay song.
Whoa, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Mike. Whoa, hold on, Mike. I almost feel about the way you make me feel, the way you feel about Baby Be Mine. You need to watch your
I
tone.
like the way you make
Watch
me
your
feel,
tone.
but you know, it's
Mike. That's the actual last time you get like innocent love, Mike, like in his prime.
it's a good song. He sounds great on there. I think
He
that's the
sounds
thing about
wonderful.
Bad. He's a better singer on Bad.
Well, I'm about to say the vocal performances on Bad, Mike. He's
Honestly, I think the vocal performances on Bad might trump Thriller in certain
they do. He's a
senses.
better
Yeah,
singer on
he's
Bad.
just a better singer on there.
Better singer. He knows how to do everything, and he has it mastered.
I never was a big fan of Smooth
Smooth
Criminal,
Criminal.
the actual song. I mean, I think the video is the greatest video of all time, but the song
Epic.
itself, I never was a big fan of that. I never was a big fan of Speed Demon either.
Speed Demon is one of those song records from there that didn't age well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
I
still better than Dangerous.
I still like the song with Stevie. I still like Just Good Friends, but I think with Michael and Stevie collaborating, I expected more.
Mike, how do you actually feel about the record Bad? The actual song.
I don't like the song.
You
I
don't like
would,
that?
I would listen to Jam before I would listen to the song Bad. Yeah, Your Butt Is Mine and all. It was just never.
I mean, outside of your butt is mine.
Now I like Another Part of Me. DeCarlo brought up Another Part of Me. I love that song.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
just think like on a production level, like when you listen to like the Free Willy song, Will You Be There? It's like it's just produced very well. Like if we talk about on a structural level, like the way that the songs were put together on Dangerous, Keep It in the Closet with that whole intro
So,
and
Mike,
all of
so,
that.
Mike, so I think,
Like
Mike, you're speaking to something. I'm going to tell you what you're speaking to. Well, that was the first time he hadn't really just worked with Quincy, and so everybody just went and gave him their best shot. That was their first real shot at Mike. So
right.
everybody was shooting. They were shooting. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
No.
Because
And you can hear it.
Quincy had him for 3 albums, though, Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quincy had him for 3 albums. So it's like on Dangerous, he's free. So like everybody's giving their best stuff. Teddy Riley, like, here you go. You know what I mean? Jimmy Jam, Terry, they're like, here you go.
And you know
What do you
I
need,
guess the
Michael? What do you
decision
need, Michael? What can we do? Is
the
Bubbles
decision
a
I
hangout
really
bathroom? We need to build Bubbles a guest house, Mike.
the decision I really didn't love on Bad was the fact that Rod Temperton was no longer involved, right? And
That's kind of
again, he made Baby
yeah.
Be Mine, he made Rock With You, he made
Made some of those
Thriller,
melodies.
he made
Yeah.
some of Michael's best music, in my opinion. And the fact that he was missing, like you said, the melodies were kind of a little bit
Yeah.
lackluster
No,
on Bad. You
you
don't
can
get a
tell,
Remember the Time type of melody on Bad.
Mike. I will say this, Mike. There's not a record on Bad that I love more than I love Remember the Time. I'll tell you that. because it's not a record that's more beautiful or well produced on there. So I'll give you that.
I remember when Remember the Time came out, I was a little kid. I thought it was a song that I missed from Michael's previous stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded,
No,
again, Rod Temperton-ish when it comes to
very much.
chord progression and all of that. So like, yeah, I think that Dangerous kind of did a whole lot of things. It was Michael's first album in the CD era. So it was the first time he was able to fit like 70 minutes on some shit.
I
So
mean, bad. Okay, I mean, yeah. No. You're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Brian Whittle says, why'd y'all even start talking about Michael Jackson? Because somebody called Baby Be Mine whack. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. You were talking about black privilege, and I think that, yes, there was a missed opportunity there with Kendrick Lamar not being on that record, subject matter-wise, sonically, and the fact that Kendrick's not on there kind of makes me worried. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more highlighted at the fact that it's obvious that even the game is contributing on a songwriter's level, even when you're not hearing his voice on the track. And so it's like, well, damn, he literally has everybody that he's worked with who kind of matters, except for a few icons, which is like Ice Cube, Nas, Jay-Z. And it's like, well, we're not really expecting them to come in the lab with him like that anyway. And so Kendrick is the only guy that maybe we would expect to come to the lab that didn't show up to the lab. And so I'm going to say he's in his own lab making his album because he usually doesn't get beats from Dre.
That usually doesn't happen. This is the thing. When we said this earlier. When Dr. Dre's releasing stuff, regardless if it's like, gonna make it to the surface or not, and we even saw this on Compton, everybody's there. All hands on deck. Because what Dr. Dre's music means, it means something's coming. And this is a launching pad. There's no better launching pad for whatever you got going on than to get on Dr. Dre's record. You know what I'm saying? If you got something in the works, whether you Exhibit, whether you Corrupt, whether you Nate Dogg, whether you Snoop Dogg coming back out, whether you Eminem, whatever, you're going to be on this Dr. Dre effort. And like you said, the fact that all the main players are here and Kendrick Lamar is probably the most notable current main player on Aftermath, and he's not here, we hear Game throughout this. Game's there. Eminem's there. Anderson .Paak's there. Snoop's there. Busta Rhymes is there.
The DOC.
The DOC is there. Kendrick Lamar's not on Black Privilege? Huh? I don't know, man.
I mean, the track set up for him. That's why I told you. As soon as I heard the beat, I'm like, that's Game and Kendrick time.
Yeah. And the fact that he's not on there kind of, I don't know. What do you think about the Dr. Dre song Diamond Mine featuring Nipsey Hussle and Ty Dolla $ign?
No, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, Mike, for the bass part, just musically speaking, if we're not judging it against his like album standards, The Chronic and Chronic 2001, these are all dope records with the exception to me of Falling Up, which is just solid. The rest of these records are dope, including that one.
Falling Up kind of sounds like Game too.
Yeah, no, Falling Up is Game too. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, no, I told you, Mike, just stylistically from what I heard, it sounds like Busta and Game wrote most of this stuff to me.
Spliff Spark says it's crazy how Dr. Dre and Ice Cube don't collaborate often. I think Ice Cube kind of described it as, being friends with somebody in high school and, everybody kind of just goes their separate way. Ain't no problems, just,
Yeah, I mean, well, people forget this. It's like, Mike, on Let Me Ride, you remember when Let Me Ride interlude, when Dr. Dre's coming, when Ice Cube's coming out, damn, it was a good day. So they've been back cool for a long, long time.
Very long time.
Like,
they made Natural Born Killers, yeah.
I'll say Natural Born Killers, to me, like pound for pound, is still one of the best rap records I've ever heard, Mike. So it's not like, remember Hello off of War and Peace?
I loved Hello.
Loved Hello.
Ice Cube went crazy on there.
He did. So it's not like this, no love lost. That's what I'm saying. I'm not expecting Ice Cube to pull up, but when he does pull up, they usually do some pretty good work. You're more likely
Madman says DLC sounded good. He did.
Yeah, you're more likely to hear Ice Cube and Dr. Dre together on Game's album than you are on one of their albums.
Probably. Yeah, somebody's probably going to bring them together. I think Ice-T was recently talking about the fact that, people ask him, like, why haven't you and Dr. Dre ever collaborated? He was like, it just hadn't happened. There's nothing real, nothing about it. It's just, we real cool. He just hadn't recorded me. And vice, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes things just don't happen.
Right.
Yeah. The DOC did sound really good. I didn't even recognize him.
DLC is a great lyricist, Mike. I mean, it's his story is actually probably one of the sadder stories in hip hop history that doesn't involve somebody passing away.
Right.
Because I mean, this is somebody who had like number one MC type of potential and capabilities. He's articulate, he's clear, he's detailed, he's a top-notch lyricist. He's obviously a dope songwriter because we've known that for years now from behind the scenes. Ain't too many tools in the bag that he didn't have, but Mike, what he had that most people forgot, man, he had a great rap voice, Mike. His original rap voice before the accident, he had a great rap voice. It was emphatic, it was booming and piercing at the same time. And so one of his greatest gifts got taken from him, but all other gifts appear to be in tow still, and he sounds good despite, I think time has been kind to him and healed him a lot. He sounds good.
Oh, definitely.